Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I'm Inxlaura123 and this is going to be my weekend reading vlog. So, hope you enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share and please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash the notification bell to all notifications. Then you can see when I'm doing live streams and also when I've uploaded new videos. So yeah, I thought I would do a weekend book themed vlog and you know, just basically anything bookish will appear in this video. So I'll be telling you about the book I'm currently reading, and also I got some book post this morning, which is very exciting. I love getting books in the post. Well, I just love getting books, to be fair. Whatever method that is. And also I'm going to be telling you about the book that I literally finished reading yesterday. Also, I'm listening to an audiobook, so I'll be telling you about that in a moment. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what book you are currently reading, if you're enjoying it or not, if there's any new books that are coming out that you're excited for, anything. I just love reading your comments. Also, if you are on Goodreads, which is one of my favourite apps to use, come and follow me on there. You can see what books I've read, want to read, you know, that kind of thing. Anyhow, so let's get started. My current read is this one here. So this is a library book, hence the coat in there, the cover. I do like books with this cover on that, it just protects them. So yeah, this is called Nate Plus One and it's by Kevin Van Wy. It's only a little slim book, so hopefully I will get this done today, if not tomorrow. But I'm going to try and get it done today because I'm already on page 32, and as I say, it's only quite a slim book. But yeah, really enjoying it. I'm just going to put my glasses on because that'd help. It is a YA romance, like a comedy romance, and it is LGBTQI plus themed, which is great. It says save the date and win the boy. Super cute cover. Love that cover. And this is the book that I read previously from this author, and it was called Date Me, Bryson Keller. There's a little picture there. Can you see right in the corner? That was the UK cover, actually. The American cover looked different. But yeah, I really enjoyed that book. So as soon as I found out the author had another book, I was like, yay. So I really love that one. 5 stars for Date Me, Bryson Keller. It was so good, so funny. So this one says, 2 boys, 2 bands, 2 worlds colliding. Nate Hargreaves, stage-shy singer-songwriter, is totally stoked for his cousin's wedding in South Africa, and all expenses paid, trip of a lifetime, until he finds out his sleazeball, sorry, can I just say, I love that word, sleazeball, I used to say that all the time, but anyway, his sleazeball ex-boyfriend is also, on the guest list. Jay Patel, hot as hell high school rock god, has troubles too. His band's lead singer has just quit, just weeks before the gig that was meant to be their big break. When Nate saves the day by agreeing to sing with Jay's band, Jay volunteers to be Nate's +1 to the wedding, and the stage is set for a summer of music, self-discovery, and simmering romantic tension. What could possibly go wrong? I'm really enjoying this so far. As I say, I'm a little bit in. I only started it yesterday, so I'm not really much in, but what I'm reading so far, I'm really enjoying. It's got really short chapters as well, which I love. But yeah, really loving the characters. It's funny, it's cute, like it's just, you know, a nice easy read, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll keep you updated with that one. So let me show you the book that I got in the post this morning. I got this on eBay. So I'd never heard of this book. I hadn't seen it on booktube or anything like that. But I follow a lot of like bookie people on Instagram, or I look up hashtag bookstagram or hashtag books currently reading, that kind of thing, just to get ideas and also to see what other people are reading. I enjoy it. It's my hobby. I don't know. And I went on this girl's page and she had a picture of this book, which, as I say, I'd never heard of. But as soon as I saw the cover, I was like, oh my God, I need that. I need that book. So obviously I did read up on Goodreads what it was about, because I know, as they say, you shouldn't just judge a book by its cover, even though I do like a nice cover. But anyway, but as soon as I read what it was about, I was like, yeah, 100% going to get it. I found it on eBay, quite cheap actually. I think it was like £6, free postage. Waterstones didn't have it at all, didn't even come up on their system. The library didn't have it. So I was very lucky that I found it on eBay. So I don't know if this is like, because it says here, underlined everything you want to read the way you want to read it, and there's other like creepy horrors in this series, so I assume they're like standalones, or maybe it's kind of going with that vibe of point horror, goosebumps. I don't know, I'll have to look into it, because there's another one on the back here. It says more thrills from underlined, A Night to Die For, and it's like a princess's crown with blood and stuff, so I'll have to look into that. It might be like a, you know, as I say, like a series. But this one is called Horror Hotel by Victoria Fulton and Faith McLaren. Can we just say, how cool is this cover? This is literally, this is my idea of a perfect cover. It's so cool. I love the colouring. I love that old kind of hotel retro sign. And it says the Horror Hotel there. And then if you look at the actual hotel, it's in the shape of a skull. And skull, but it's in the shape of skull. And I love the fact that it's like pinky purpley colour. You've got the trees just really subtly in there. But I didn't notice this, but my fiance Nathan did. Shout out to Nathan for noticing this. In the window, if you look really close, there's like a creepy face of a person. Is it a ghost? I don't know. So I didn't even notice that. I showed him the cover and I was like, oh my God, look at this. This cover's so cool. And he was like, oh, look, there's someone in the window. I was like, no, there's not. And then when I looked, I was like, oh yeah, there is. It's quite creepy out. And now I know that it's there. I'm just looking at that face all the time. Anyhow, so yeah, this is a YA horror. It's only a quick read once again, which is great. So that means I can get through more books. You know, the shorter they are. So this one says, enjoy your stay. When the YouTube famous ghost gang, Chrissy, Chase, Emma and Kiki, visit a haunted LA hotel, notorious for tragedy, to secretly film after dark, they expect it to be just like their previous paranormal huntings, spooky enough to attract subscribers and ultimately harmless. But when they stumble upon something unexpected in the former room of a gruesome serial killer, they quickly realise that they're in over their heads. Sometimes it's the dead who need our help and the living that we should fear. So yeah, honestly, this is like, someone has said to me, what would you like in a book, Laura? Well, I'd like anything to do with paranormal. I'd like this, I'd like that. On the cover, I'd like this. And they've just made it. So this is going to be my next book, even though I should be reading my library books, because I think I've got like 4 left that are due back soon. So I should be reading those first. But there we go. That one has kind of got me sucked in. So that'll be my next book. And quickly, I want to just show you the book I've literally just finished reading yesterday. The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This author is just so amazing. She's one of these authors that I just want to keep reading her books. I've read a few of her books now. There's been 1 or 2 that I was kind of like, but the others have just been amazing. So this is The Beautiful Ones. Beautiful cover, going with the beautiful theme. Look at this cover. Under the dust jacket, I think it was grey, if I remember. Yeah, it's like a grey book. But yeah, I absolutely love this book. I give it 5 stars on Goodreads. Behind me here, I'm not going to take it out because they're all kind of shoved in, is Certain Dark Things by the same author. And if you like your vampire books, I really recommend that. That was my book of last year, actually. Anyway, but yeah, this one is so good. It's kind of like, in my mind, I've got like Bridgerton vibes. There's also I still can't say it, telekinesis, that right? Yeah, Nathan's nodding at me, yes. I have a struggle with certain words, and I was saying telekinesis, no. But it's telekinesis. Telekinesis. So basically the power to move things with your mind, you know, like you look at a banana, random, I know, and then make the banana fall off the, I don't know. So maybe you probably use your powers for more exciting things than moving bananas, but you get the gist of it, right? But anyway, so the only thing negative I would say about this book is I thought it would be more about that kind of telekinesis thing. I thought there'd be more kind of magical moving things. There wasn't particularly that much of that in there. There was some, but I don't think it was like a major part of the story. I think they could have just done this story and not even mentioned that kind of thing. It wasn't a big part. But all the same, I'll still give this book a 5 stars because it was so good. It was so beautifully wrote. The characters were good. The atmosphere, it just felt so real to me. Like I actually thought these people were real. I ended up caring about them and it was just brilliant. Bit of a love triangle going on. which I do like, you know, a nice love triangle. Who will they end up with and all that kind of stuff. But it says here, they are the beautiful ones, LaSalle's most notable socialites, and this spring Nina will join their ranks. But Nina has always struggled to control her telekinesis. Malicious neighbours call her the Witch of Old House, and even though the grand season has only just begun, her debut into high society has already gone wrong, disastrously wrong. Then a new arrival in town offers hope for Hector. Orvray is a world-renowned entertainer who uses his own telekinetic, have I said that right again? Talent to perform for admiring audiences around the globe. Nina is dazzled by Hector, for he sees her not as a witch but ripe with potential. He wants to train her up. Their magic blossoms, so does their love. Hector is hiding a bit of secret though, and Nina has forgotten that great romances are just only for fairy tales. It says here, beautiful ones is a tale of love and betrayal and the struggle between passion and conformity in a world where appearance is everything and scandal is a razor sharp weapon. So yeah, it was really, really good. It's as like, if you like those kind of like Regency romance books, but with a little bit of kind of magical, you know, moving things with your mind stuff, I really recommend it. The triangle aspect was so good. Like for a while there, I was like, you know, who they're going to end up with, and who's the baddie, who's the goodie, and each character had their own story. Like you really got to kind of feel their story and what they'd been through and who, you know, why they were the way they were. Anyway, so yeah, I really recommend that book. So really quickly, also want to show you something. My little book timer. I love this so freaking much. I know these are intended for kids. It comes under like kids reading accessories or whatever. But I really love this, and I don't care if I'm not a kid. So this is a little book timer, like a reading timer. And it just, you know, basically, well, it counts how long you're reading for. So you can either count up or you can count down, depending on what you prefer. I prefer to count up. I like to know how many minutes I've read for, etc. Now, sometimes I use this as a kind of, I don't know, like a motivational thing. It's kind of think, right, you know, I just want to read for an hour and not do anything else. I don't want to go on Twitter. I don't want to look on YouTube. I want to just solely focus on reading. And I look at this and it's like my little kind of, I don't know, inspirational, motivational timer thing. I don't know. And sometimes I'm just, I'll put it on and I'll be like, oh, I'm just intrigued to know how long I actually read for. So yeah, that's that. But literally, one of my beautiful, beautiful viewers got me this as a gift from my Throne wish list. Thank you. And I'm loving it. I literally use every time I go and read. I use this. I think the other day I went to read it and I went to use it and I couldn't find it, and I started going into a major panic. So I was like, where's my little book timer? But then I found it and it was all good. So yeah, I do use this all the time. I love it. So that's that. So now I'm going to quickly tell you about the audio book that I'm listening to, but I'm going to have to press pause because I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, so, or the author. So bear with me a second. Okay, so it's called The Plus One Pact by Portia McIntosh. There we go. Let me adjust. There we go. No, I've gone too high. Yeah, so that's the audio book that I'm listening to. I've got Audible now. I've had it for the last few months. I really, really enjoy it. I can't remember how much. I think it's like £8 a month, but you get one sort of free credit that you can use on any book, and that could be a new book. You know, some of the books they get on there, like you actually get them on Audible before they're released into the bookshops, which is brilliant. And then you can also use and like listen to any of the free books on their Plus catalogue, which I really like doing. There are some good books on that Plus catalogue. Some of them, you know, a bit old and stuff, but you know, who cares? Like a book's a book, and there's all different genre categories that you can find a book that you'd like. Sorry. But yeah, really, really like my audiobooks. I usually listen to them while I'm doing the housework, if I'm walking, if I'm in the bath, sometimes if I'm working and I'm not on the phone or anything, I just listen to it. Yeah, I just really, really like audiobooks actually. So this one that I'm listening to is a bit of a kind of soft and fluffy, funny romance. And, you know, I think this year has been the year for me that I have read a lot of romance books. I wasn't that keen on romance books for a long time. I preferred more kind of dark thrillers. But I think, you know, sometimes having too much darkness and depressing stories and horrific, you know, thrillers, it's not good for you. It's not good for my mind. So sometimes reading more light and fluffy stuff is just, you know, it kind of lifts your mood a bit. And it's so easy to kind of take on board, you know. There's not much thinking involved with romances for me. And I know, you know, I've still got that view of with romance books, a lot of them are so predictable. You know what's going to happen. Like when they say enemies to lovers, you know from that get-go that, you know, those characters hate each other, then they're going to get together. You know, it's so predictable. But it's how they get there. And that's what I'm enjoying more this time, you know, this year with my romance books that I've read. So yeah, this one is about a girl. I really can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. But she's, what's her name? Anyway, she's a really nice girl, actually. Well, she's not a girl. She's a woman. She's a woman. She's not a girl. I think she was 28. So this character's 28. She lives on her own. And she works for an escape room company. She loves like creating the different escape room mystery puzzle things, codes and stuff. So she's, you know, a self-confessed kind of, you know, escape room geek, and she loves it. But you know, she seems to lead quite a lonely life. Like she loves her job, but she doesn't really have many friends, and she's got no partner. She's on all these dating apps, and literally she cannot find anyone who's decent. The book actually starts with her going on an awful date, but a funny date, where she goes out with this guy, ends up at his house, and he ends up saying that the date is going to be them two babysitting his nephew, which is like really awkward. But it's very funny, and obviously she gets away from that. Then she finds out that her ex-boyfriend, who she got rid of because he was like really controlling and horrible, has been invited to her cousin's wedding, and she thinks it's because the cousin has got a bit of a vendetta against her and wants some revenge. So yeah, she basically is like, oh my god, you know, my ex is going to be at this wedding, and she's there. So now she's got more kind of pressure to have that +1 as her guest, because she doesn't want to kind of, you know, turn up on her own. And yeah, she's just trying to find a guy who will, you know, fulfill this +1 and stuff. And yeah, so she, as I say, she keeps trying the dating sites. They're no good. And she goes on a date. A guy stands her up, who she's meant to meet. And this other guy comes over and starts talking to her. Obviously, I haven't got that far into the story because I'm listening it still, but I know what's, you know, the story's about. So anyway, so she meets this other guy, and I think by the looks of it, he's going to be the one who they agree as kind of like friends, like to start a friendship up where they can help each other out, you know, turn up at events. So I think he's obviously single, she's single, and they both just want someone, you know, to go with to weddings and christenings, etc., and parties and stuff. So they pretend to be a kind of fake relationship, and so they can help each other out on, you know, having a partner to go with, sort of thing. Clearly, it's going to be predictable. They will end up having a romance. You know, if they don't, it'd be really rubbish. But it clearly is going to be. But I'm really enjoying it. I had sat there yesterday, had my headphones on, listened to it for about half an hour. And I was just sitting there smiling to myself because it was so funny. She's a brilliant character. She's just great. And I'm rooting for her that she's, you know, going to be happy. And yeah, so that's what I'm listening to. It's really, really good. So I'm trying to think anything else bookish I can talk to you about. I'm a little bit annoyed with Waterstones at the moment. I want to rant, and I hate ranting about Waterstones because for me, Waterstones are my favourite bookshop. I know everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people in kind of the book community are not keen on Waterstones. They prefer to use kind of more independent bookstores, etc. But I really like Waterstones. I like the experience of it. I like the shop. I think their website's great. I think the staff in there are lovely. In my South End Waterstones, you know, I just like Waterstones. What can I say? I suppose, yeah, they are a little bit costly compared to other shops. But I think for me, I'm paying for that extra service as well. However, normally when I do my pre-orders with Waterstones, they're so good. They'll literally turn up the book either on the day it comes out, or even sometimes I've had it like a week before or something. I'm like, oh wow, this doesn't come out till next week. That's great. So normally 100% amazing service. But a book that I had recently, and I can't remember what one it was, I had the same issue with, and now I'm having it again, where a book that I pre-ordered, they take the money, okay, and then there's no book. I've not had an email to say come and collect the book from the store. I've not had an email to say it's on the way. The only email that I had was there's been a delay, something to do with their warehouse. They've changed over warehouses or something. And this was the same with that last book. So when I'd had all the trouble with that book, I can't remember what one that was. But anyway, so when I had all the trouble with that, they said, oh, this will all be sorted by next week. You know, the warehouse would have been changed over. Deliveries will start to get sent out, backlogged. I was like, oh, cool, that's fine then. But sure enough, now it's happening again. And it's just a bit annoying because I understand these things happen. But, like, if they know there's going to be a delay, why are they still taking your money and not sending out the book? And there's just not much of an update. Yeah, I've had one email, but there should be more of a kind of, you know, it's going to be sent out on this date instead. Just kind of keep you updated. So, yeah, and the book that it is the new Juno Dawson book, which is Her Majesty's Royal Coven, I think it's called. I've ordered the signed limited edition of it. It's really beautiful. It's got a lovely pink cover. Juno Dawson has signed it. Juno Dawson is, without a doubt, one of my favourite authors. I love their books. And it's not here. They've took my money. I've got no book. So I'm going to give it a week. And then I'm going to have to either go in the store or ring up head office and be like, look, you know, how long can it take to get all these books out? And also with this, there's a new book that I'm also after, what is it called? The Retreat by Sarah Pierce or something like that. It basically, the author who did the Sanitarium, which I absolutely love the Sanitarium. If you've not read it, check it out if you like your thrillers. It was so good. And this is her new book. It's come out. I've gone to click and collect and none in store. And, you know, is this all to do with this warehouse thing? I don't know. But they're going to start losing a lot of business because people will want these new books and that on their release date and they'll end up going to other places. I've got £10 off my next book, hence I wanted to get it from there. But what I'm thinking of doing is looking in Smith's, looking in Sainsbury's. You know, actually, to be fair, Sainsbury's have really good books at really cheap prices, like hardbacks for like £5 or £8, compared to like 15 in Waterstones. So, but obviously I don't get points from that, you know. But I don't know. It's just, I think Waterstones need to kind of pull their finger out a little bit and get this sorted, because it can't just be me that's moaning about all these deliveries. And as I say, I'm completely fine if there's a delay, things happen, what have you, but just maybe not take the money until they know they're ready to post it off. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I being a moany old cow? Probably, but there we go. A moany old bookworm. So, that's that. Trying to think of any other books. I know Taylor Jenkins Reid's new book's out soon. I've got that on pre-order. I've got quite a few pre-orders. So I'm hoping they'll sort out this delivery thing, pre-order things, but, you know, before they all start. Otherwise, they'll all just be kind of piling up later and I'll just get them in one big hit, you know. But anyway, so I'm actually going to go and read now, which is, you know, what I want to do. So as I say, let me know in the comments section what book you're reading, if you're enjoying it or not, or if there's any other books that you're excited about. Have you got any library books out at the moment? Do you like going to your local library? I love my library books because, you know, obviously they're free. But the only thing I'm a bit like, is that you do have that kind of pressure to read it by a certain date. Yes, I can renew them, but you can't renew all of them. If people have reserved them, quite rightly so, you can't renew them, which totally fair enough. So that kind of adds that pressure on me, because I'm a mood reader. I don't know about you, but I'm a mood reader. So say, for example, I've got a thriller out from the library. I might not fancy a thriller that day, but I think, oh, I've got to get it done, otherwise, you know. But in general, I do really like using my library, because it's, you know, I love libraries. I love the fact that, you know, using the library service keeps it going, and, you know, it's free, saves me paying money out for books. So I'm going to sit down on the sofa, got my reading timer and an 8+1. So I will let you know in a bit, you know, what I get up to page-wise. I'm going to have, well, I think I'm going to go with half-hour session, like half-hour little kind of mini sprint, then stop, look away, because if I read for too long, it hurts my eyes, like focusing for too long, and then kind of have another half an hour session. It's pretty much an hour I want to plan for. I have got some other bits and pieces to do today. I've got some editing to do. I filmed a vlog yesterday, so I've got to edit that. And yeah, I do want to try and do some filming today, but we'll see. I've got to motivate myself a bit. But I'm going to have a nice cosy read now. So I will see you in a bit, and I'll update what page I'm on and kind of where we're at. As I say, I'm really liking this one. It's good. The main character's just brilliant, and you know, he's obviously going to be good in the band. I think he's going to be a good front man. He's going to save the day. Will he end up with his ex again, or will he end up with Jay? I hope he ends up with Jay, because Jay seems really sweet. So yeah. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm very much enjoying my reading session. I'm on page 53, I think, or 54. So yeah, really enjoying it. But I'm thirsty, so I'm going to make a nice cup of tea. Need to put some more water in the kettle. I'm going to use my little Starbucks cup. Time is 9:15. I've been reading, obviously, and I am nearly finished. I'm going to get this done tonight. I'm on a mission. So I'm now on page 169. So there's that much left. Just that much. So my views are, it's not as funny as his other book, was it? Date Me Bryson Keller was by far better. I like the characters more. It was just funnier. This one wasn't, I don't know, it's like, it's not that funny. Like there's a few little funny moments, but it's not what I would call like a rom-com book. It's more rom than com. But I do like the characters, and I'm hoping there's going to be something a little bit more juicy happening, because there's only a little bit left, and so far it's like, you know, pretty obvious what's going to happen. There's not been any, like, I don't know, it's just kind of plodding along nicely. The characters are nice, the story's nice, everything's just kind of sweet and nice, but there's no, it's missing something. There's no oomph. Needs a bit of oomph. And I just, you know, I mean, there's the ex there as well. There hasn't really been, like, the main thing is he's gone to his cousin's wedding. So the main character is Nate, and he's gone to his cousin's wedding in South Africa. And, you know, they're like, his family in South Africa are like super, super rich. So everything's, you know, all paid for. It's a beautiful place there. They're staying in a nice place. The wedding venue is going to be amazing. And his mum was supposed to go with him, but she works in a hospital and she kind of had to cover someone who'd gotten ill, so she can't go. And so he's kind of like sitting there with his friends going, oh, you know, I've got to go all on my own to another country and to this wedding. And one of his best friends, who's called, I can't remember his name, Jay. We'll call him Jay. He's one of his best friends, but he's the guy that Nate is obsessed with. Like, he really, really fancies him. Like, he's got a huge crush on his best friend, basically. And his best friend, so he's like, oh, I'll come with you. You know, my mum will be cool about it. I'll go with you as your +1. And Also, Nate has just joined Jay's band because the lead singer of Jay's band has quit, and they're in this kind of battle of the bands type of thing. And so, yeah, he's just kind of become the lead singer of the band. And so he said, look, it's a great opportunity. Me and you as friends, you know, we have a nice little holiday. It'd be fun to go travelling and stuff with each other. And also we can work on songwriting for the band and stuff. And obviously there's that kind of romantic tension. Nothing happened for ages, but finally they just had a little kiss. They were swimming and there's been a little kiss and a cuddle. And maybe other stuff very quickly happened. But then again, to be fair, they've known each other for years. So it's not like he's just met him and then boom, boom, boom. He's known him for years. Anyway, who am I to judge? If he wanted to just know him and boom, 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 that's up to him. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, so it's kind of all just, I don't know, they've gone away. There's a bit of romance. They're seeing the sights. And at the same point, his ex, Nate's ex, is there because he is going out with one of Nate's cousin's friends is there for the wedding, and it's her boyfriend. So his ex is her boyfriend. So basically he's there as well. And I thought there would be more drama. I thought he'd see the ex. I thought there might be a bit of friction there. I thought there might be a little bit ooh la la, a bit of a maybe like a love triangle drama. There's been nothing. He felt a bit awkward when he saw him and he's like, oh no, I can't stand him, you know. And that's it. And I'm like nearly finished. So now I'm thinking, well, is anything going to happen at the end? Is he just going to have a, you know, nice relationship with him and walk off into the sunshine? Or is there going to be a bit of juicy drama? I hope there is a bit of juicy drama, because otherwise it's just really a bit boring. Nice, but boring. Like me. But, I mean, literally, as I finish reading this bit, there's a trip to this museum. And Jay doesn't want to go, because he's not really into that. But he does. Nate wants to go. So he's booked to this museum trip. And Tommy, his ex, is there. And so he's kind of trying to be friendly and civil to him because they've both kind of moved on. So whether there's going to be a little bit of something here, or maybe there's nothing dodgy, but it's going to look like it's dodgy. Maybe someone will see them together or take photos of them and it'll look like they're together, and then maybe Jay will get a bit upset, and then I don't know. If that doesn't happen, it'd just be really dull. Like, it'd just be like, oh, I just went to a museum. Yeah, everything was fine. There needs to be something. I'm hoping that the end of the book will bring something else. Bring it. Bring it to me, Nate +1. So, yeah, so far, if I was going to rate it, it'd be a 3. Because it's not awful. It's a pleasant read, but it's not. I just want it kind of done now. I'm just like, okay. So, yeah, that's my kind of update on the book. I really want to get onto the Haunted Hotel. So, that's, I think it's the Haunted Hotel, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
So, yeah. It's my little update. I haven't just been reading this afternoon. I've been doing editing, which is just finished now, so I've got to upload that. I've been doing some filming as well. I filmed a video for the ASMR channel. I filmed a video for this channel. Obviously, I'm helping my mum. Been helping my mum out as well because she has COVID at the moment. So I've been doing her meals and stuff, helping her out with bits and pieces that she needs. So I've been up and down doing all stuff with her. Been watching Nathan do a bit of gaming. He's playing Fallout 76. If you're new here, I'm the bookworm in the relationship. He is the gamer and a bit of a bookworm, but not as much as me. So yeah, I've just been looking up here and there, watching him shooting zombies and running about and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, the evening plans are to get this book finished. So I will update you once I finish this book, just to tell you if there was anything extra that happened at the end and my overall rating. And if I do get to start the other book, which I hope I do, I'll give you my first impressions of that one. So I'll see you lovely, lovely, lovely people in a bit. Okay, so the time is now 5 to 10. I do aim to get my book finished tonight. I still haven't finished it, but I'm getting there. I just wanted to show you this really quickly. We are watching, I can't remember, Mike and Kev's
Saturday night takeaway.
There you go, on Talk TV. And we've just spotted that one of them is wearing, what's it called? An apron. And I'm going to show you because it's really funny. We've just paused it just so I could show you this. It says, every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
You got to sing it. Huh?
Oh, every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
That's not even the tune.
It wasn't the tune,
No.
was it? Every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you. It is that.
Every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
That's literally what I did, and you were like, no, that's not right.
More in tune with it.
Yeah, but you've got a deeper voice. Actually, no, I probably have.
No, you have.
I'm watching you. Yeah, anyway, so that's that. It's nothing to do with books. No. Sorry, I know this is a reading vlog, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. We've done a tea tasting video, a vlog, so that was good.
Don't spoil it.
The winner was...
They'll have to watch.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Basic, better, best. There's a playlist on the channel. But yeah, if I do get this done tonight, I know I've said that before, but I will let you know. I just want it done now. And it wasn't the Haunted Hotel. It was called the Horror Hotel.
Horror Hotel.
I made an error. I finished the book. I thought I would update you all. In case anyone cares. Sorry it's a bit noisy in here. We've got our fan on the highest speed because it's quite humid. But yeah, it's all done. I gave this book on Goodreads a 3 stars, which was what I kind of predicted. Yeah, towards the end, literally, what I thought would happen happened. So predictable, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but really, it was just obvious things were going to happen. Everything, the way it was set out, how it happened, it was just, yeah. But I've read worse, but I've read a lot better. So I give it a 3. It wasn't as good as a 4.
No, not quite a 4.
But better than a 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't DNF it, so 3 is kind of, it's alright.
Mid-range.
Mid-range.
Average book.
Average Joe.
Readable, but...
Meh. I'm pleased it was slim. If that would have been...
Not slim.
Like, I don't know, 400 pages. I mean, there was how many pages? About 247. 247 pages. If that would have been like a 400er, I wouldn't have bothered, to be honest. I would have DNF'd it, but it was so short, I was like, eh. But, you know, if you're looking for something quick, fluffy, romantic, maybe, I don't know, check it out. Alright, so this is the next book. Here we go. So, yeah, it's quite late, but we're staying up late anyway, it's the weekend. Nathan's playing Fallout 76 on the TV, and I'm just going to enjoy my stay at the Horror Hotel. I really hope this is good. I hope I'm just not building it up because it just looks cool on the cover. Don't really know much like about it apart from the obvious, as in, like, I don't really know like many people's views on it. It hasn't really featured on booktube or anything, but I kind of like that, you know, going into it and just having an open mind really. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's about YouTubers and ghost hunting, so oh, please let it be good. I'll let you know. I'm going to read, I don't know how long the chapters are, so I'm just going to read for a little bit just to give it a little vibe. Just having a look quickly how long the chapters are. Not too short, they're quite long chapters. Oh no, not too bad. But I'd say about 13 pages a chapter maybe, something like that. So yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. It'll either be tonight or tomorrow. I'll update you on how it's going. I'll keep looking at that blooming face in the window. Now I know it's there. Wish you wouldn't have told me.
Said about it. You can't not
I didn't notice it at first. See you in a bit. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for my messy hair. I just woke up about half an hour ago. And I've been doing breakfast with my mum. I think I said yesterday in the vlog that she's got COVID at the moment. So I'm like doing all her meals and stuff. So did her breakfast. I woke up quite late, so she got breakfast later than she normally would have, but she was alright about it. I was like, why didn't you wake me up? She was like, well, you obviously were sleeping, so I didn't want to. I was like, okay. Which, selfishly, I'm pleased about, because I was having a good sleep. So, I don't normally have lay-ins, like in the mornings, I end up just like getting up early. So it's nice to actually have a lay in. I've put the fan on again because it's going to be a very hot day today, and this early in the morning it still feels really hot. I've just done myself a couple of bits of toast. I'm going to watch an episode of Catfish, which I love. I love Catfish US and Catfish UK. But I have to say I do have a big old crush on Neve from Catfish US. Oof, Neve, is it Shulman? Neve Shulman? Good Jewish boy. Oh, I'm Jewish, by the way. I'm not just randomly saying good Jewish boy. Yeah. So yeah. I started the other book last night. And I put some really cool pictures of it on Instagram as well. Put some like filters on it, and it made the colours really pop. Like the pink and the purple really popped on the pictures. I'm only 6 pages in, and I'm only that far in because I fell asleep. Nathan said, "You're asleep?" I was like, "Huh?" I fell asleep, my glasses on, holding my book, so I was just obviously too tired. And then I tried to carry on reading, but I was like, no, my eyes are not focusing. So I think I'm just going to restart it this morning because I just can't really remember anything what I read, to be fair. And there wasn't much. So yeah, I'm going to start it properly and more alert at some point this morning. So yes, I will update you how I'm getting on with that. Just out and about, having a little walk in the sunshine. It's a very hot day today, but they did say on the weather forecast that today would be super hot, so they were right. But yeah, it's been a busy morning actually since I last vlogged, obviously, on here, because my mum decided that she wanted to get a bit of fresh air because she's been cooped up in her bedroom, obviously she's got COVID, so we're kind of trying to, isolate her so me and Nathan don't catch it. And yeah, she decided she wanted to get a bit of fresh air, so I suggested that we take a chair out to the garden or the front of the house, and she said she didn't really fancy sitting in the garden, so she'd rather sit at the front. I was like, okay. So I took a chair out for her, and she sat out there, got a bit of fresh air, a bit of sunshine, had a little walk in the street, which was good. And then she's gone upstairs again. I made sure I anti-backed anything she touched, the chair, etc. And then I had the idea to do a shopping order for her. I said, look, she needs this, she needs that. And I said, why don't we get a Tesco's delivery done? So me and Nathan have been helping her do this shopping online thing, getting a delivery and seeing what bits and pieces she wants and needs and fancies. And she said me and Nathan can add stuff on, so we've been doing all that and doing some tidying up, doing some chores, the washing, etc, etc. So yeah, I've just come out to get some drinks, and she needed milk. Nathan wanted a drink as well. I needed some barbecue sauce. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back now, and we are gonna watch Portals to Hell. I think there's a new episode on of that, and then we've got a lunch to do, and then I'm gonna read so I can finally update you how the reading's going. I got myself a sneaky little scratch card from the shop.
You snake.
I just fancied it.
That's very sneaky.
I know, but I might win.
If you win, you're going to go off with me.
Of course.
That's alright then.
Look at my nails. They look awful. That one has completely come off again.
It last night.
Yep.
Where was that now?
It's just awful. I'm going to chuck it. It's from Claire's Accessories.
That weren't very good then.
No. It's one that comes out and it's supposed to go like a matte look. But,
yeah, but did you put it on an overcoat, undercoat, whatever those things are? I don't know.
Just,
nail
no, just put it on.
And you're supposed to put stuff on first.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have made any difference. It wouldn't have gone like this.
How do you know?
Look at it. It's all bumpy and horrible. That colour don't even look like that colour.
Expert.
Or nails.
Nail.
Should you put a base coat on? They're all going to say yes.
Well, then clearly if they all say yes...
Yeah, but you can just do your nails without it.
That's like saying, if you ask pilots, they're all going to say, yes, this is a flight plane.
Oh, stop.
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 Stop. Stop. Stop.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop.
Just stop.
What I was just going to say is I was showing the scratch card. My nail looked like awful.
Yeah.
So I will be doing my nails in a moment.
We'll be putting a base coat on.
No.
No.
I'm just going to take this colour off. I'm going to find another colour and put them on.
Don't be surprised if the same thing happens again.
No, it don't normally look this bad. It doesn't peel off like that. Normally it just chips.
You've been doing more work lately.
That's true.
Having to do all the cooking, the cleaning.
Yeah. We are going to watch an episode of Portals to Hell now.
Yes.
And it is called... What one are we on?
The last one.
Oh, is that Pamplin Historical... Did we say Hotel? Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, so this is the last one of Portals to Hell called Pamplin Historical Park. Would you like to say what it's about?
Can you not read that?
No.
Katrina and Jack explore a bloody Civil War battlefield in Virginia. They discover intelligent spirits roaming the land, desperately trying to... Dun, 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 dot, dot, dot.
I'll zoom in. There we go.
Country
That is the show.
roads, take
Take
me home
to the place
I belong.
I belong.
West Virginia.
Man and
So,
Mama.
going to Virginia.
Jack and Katrina take me to a bloody Civil War battlefield.
Yeah. Off to Virginia.
This is the last in this series. It's actually been alright.
Yeah, it's not been a bad
But
series.
still, I don't know.
Better than last series, though.
Yeah, definitely an improvement, but they need to get more evidence.
Yeah.
Which isn't their fault.
No.
But yeah, we're going to watch an episode of this.
And then you're going to get back to your book.
And then finally, I said to the viewers before that I'm going to restart. Oh, it's zoomed in. Hold on. I'm going to restart the book.
Yeah, I think you should because you dropped it last night.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just fell asleep holding the book, glasses on.
Yeah, and it just dropped.
And you were like, you're asleep.
Because the book had fallen on the floor.
I'm still looking at that face in the window. Looks like a clown.
Maybe
Ooh.
it is.
So yeah, I just don't remember anything about it, to be fair. So I'm going to restart. I mean, I only got a little bit in anyway. So yes, watch this. And then I'm going to actually read. So I will update you in a few hours' time how I'm getting on.
I've had Hotel California stuck in my head all day. For no reason.
Living it up at the Hotel California.
And that book is about a hotel, weirdly.
And well, no, it's about a horror hotel.
Maybe it's in California.
That'd be weird. It's in LA. Is that California?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, LA is California?
Yeah.
I thought there was LA and California.
No, LA is in California.
Yeah, haunted LA hotel.
Yeah, so technically that is Hotel California.
No.
And I didn't know that.
That's freaking. No, I just left it on the table.
I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at the front
Cover, yeah. Look at him.
So
Oh, I don't like it. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, I will update you in a few hours' time. Once I've maybe got halfway. I mean, it's only how long do you reckon that take me to read,
a
bub?
day. That's a
Yeah?
day book, yeah. Easy peasy.
Really?
Lemon squeezy.
Okay, well, hopefully. I'll update you halfway how it's going, alright? So I'll see you in a bit. Pages in this book feel really thin.
That's because they're American.
I think the American books, because they're floppy,
Yeah, their books normally are a bit more...
but they're thin, that
Flop.
thin page. It's like,
Yeah.
I was going to say thin like paper, but
Paper thin almost.
yeah.
Some might
Do you know
say.
what I mean though?
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't know, it's this floppy, I'm holding it, I'm like, it's just flopping everywhere.
Flopping.
I like the size of the font though.
Yeah.
It's quite spaced apart as well. Anyway, sorry. I'll let you get on with your game and I shall read.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Most kindly.
So, the time is now 7:15. I thought I'd give you a little update on my book. I'm not actually halfway yet. because I ended up doing other bits and pieces. But I thought I'd give you an update and just tell you a little bit of the vibe I'm getting. I'm really enjoying it. It's very good fun. Kind of reminds me of a Point Horror, kind of like a little bit older maybe than Point Horror, but so if you like Point Horror books and stuff. And what's the other one? Fear Street, is it? Or is that Point Horror as well? I don't know. Is Fear Street part of Point Horror? Anyway, that kind of thing. So, yeah, you obviously know the story. I've told you what it's about with the YouTubers. That they're called the Ghost Gang. And there's 4 main characters. And each chapter is told from the character's point of view. So, Chrissy is the main girl. She's like the first person I read about in the book. And she seems really nice. She's a psychic. And she, like, literally hears and sees spirits all the time. To a point where she has to sleep with like a pillow over her head, and if she goes out she has to wear a hat so she stops hearing the voices. Some are nice, some are not nice, the spirits that she communicates with. So each person in the group have kind of got their own role in the group. So yeah, Chrissy, then you've got Chase, who's the guy. He is the one who started this YouTube channel off, all to do with like ghost hunting and stuff, and his channel was like quite small. And then as soon as he become friends with Chrissy at school, he asked her to join in on the channel and stuff, and they kind of made the channel grow and grow and grow. She was getting really great evidence. She was saying things that, were spot on, so his channel started to grow. And then the other 2 joined as well. So yeah, Chase is pretty cool, and he's all about getting his YouTube to 1 million subscribers. That's his kind of goal for it. So he's really interested in doing anything to, get the views, get the subs. And then you've got Emma, who is the science girl with the whole thing. Like, she does all like she's kind of like skeptic. Septic.
No, she's not a septic.
She's not a septic, she's a skeptic. Oh my. Anyway, she's into like science and stuff, so she's out to kind of prove everything with science. And she creates all these different things that they can use in their ghost hunting and stuff, trying to get evidence. And there's Kiki, who is a TikTok sensation, and she kind of like brings the views in because she's got such a large following on TikTok, and she's got like real personality. She wears like really bright kind of rainbow themed coloured clothes, and yeah, she's kind of like the pretty kind of, silly one who gets like scared at everything that, happens. But together they're all these different characters, but they're all really good friends, and they do this YouTube channel together. So as I say, I'm on page 31, so not too far into it, but the story is quite quick paced, which I like. It's not kind of dragging, it's all kind of boom 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 boom. I like the fact that it's different characters each chapter, so you get to know a little bit more about each person and like their life and who they are, their personality, etc., and where they fit in the group kind of thing. So they've just literally, Chase has borrowed his mum's car. And when I say borrowed, it means he took it without her knowing. He's from quite a rich, posh family. So he's borrowed this really flash expensive car. And his dad, he owns like lots of property. So he's really rich. And he's kind of funding the whole kind of YouTube thing and stuff. And because Kiki's this internet sensation, she brings like all the influencer stuff. A lot of companies sponsor them for the YouTube channel. Their channel, by the way, has now gone to over like 600k, so it's quite a big channel. And yeah, so he's took his mum's car, and they have not told any of their parents that they've gone along to this hotel, which apparently is a true hotel. I didn't know if it was fictional, but it's not. It's the Hearst Hotel in LA, and we remember seeing it. I looked it up, and we remember seeing it on an episode of Ghost Adventures. I think other people have been there as well. It's a really beautiful hotel, but it does have a lot of like unsolved mysteries happen there, like murders, serial killers stayed there, things like that. So it's kind of fiction but true as well. So that, I didn't know that. It's kind of made it a little bit more interesting for me, actually. So yeah, they've just got to the hotel and they've pulled up, and Chrissy, who's the psychic, is already starting to get some, connections there, and she's saying that it's really heavy. The feeling there is quite heavy, and I think she knows there's some dark stuff going to happen. So they kind of go around like the other ghost shows that me and Nathan watch, really, like, documenting people's experiences, showing the place, and then doing, some investigating, trying to get evidence. I'm really loving it. It's really good. I'm really, really liking it. I'm hoping it'll be a 5-star. I think at the moment it will be. And also when they're there, they're trying to connect with the ghost of a character, well, a girl called Eileen Warren. So she was a blogger, and her body was found in an elevator shaft at the hotel. And there's bits of her blog that people are sort of reading, and it's like an internet kind of mystery, unsolved thing. So Chrissy is trying to hope that she can kind of communicate with Eileen, who died there, and find out what really happened. Was it an accident? Was it spooky stuffs? There's a list here of the ghost code. I'm just going to read that. It says the ghost code. Laws of the ghost gang. Punishable by death. Joke. But you will get a stern talking to by Chase, which is probably worse. So it says, number 1. This would be good for any ghost hunting group, actually. Number 1, never go anywhere alone. Number 2, majority rules. Number 3, phones on aeroplane mode at all times. That is honestly, because we've done spooky stuff in our house. We do ghost hunting and stuff sometimes. And sometimes I have forgot to turn my phone on silent. I'll get a notification and it's like, ah! So yeah, you must remember to put it on aeroplane mode and silent. Mind you, I think that does the same. Anyway, number 4, no provoking or tormenting the spirit world. Number 5, never give up personal info while chatting with a ghost. Number 6, before leaving a location, thank the spirits and tell them they cannot come home with you. Number 7, if an entity follows you home, let the group know immediately. So yeah, it's just really good fun. Like this would have been so good at like Halloween. So if you like spooky, I mean, I read horror and stuff all year round, doesn't bother me. But if you are the kind of reader who only likes horror books in like the winter, kind of autumn, Halloween vibes, I'm recommending this to you because I really think this is really good. So I'm going to get on with my reading now. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight. But then again, I'm not really doing much else. Nathan's got his game on. He's got his game on. Got his game on. Get your game on. He's got his game on.
There's no Howard Hughes tonight.
I know. Oh, by the way, I've got my reading timer. This was from the last sprint, so I'm going to stop that now.
Some lovely person called you that, didn't they?
They did. On my throne. Yeah, we usually watch on a Sunday night on Talk TV. Watch the Howard... What was it? Unexplained.
With Howard Hughes.
With Howard Hughes. He's very, very odd, but nice odd. Weird is good. Very real kind of radio presenter voice. Hi, everybody. It's Howard Hughes. Anyway, but yeah, it's not on tonight. And it always does things like paranormal, UFOs, cryptids, like just weird and random stuff, science. But it's not on tonight. So I don't know what are you going to watch instead? Because we always watch that on a Sunday.
I don't know.
We don't know. But yeah, hopefully Nathan's going to be gaming for a little. You're still gaming for a bit.
For a while.
Oh, good.
We've still got a while.
Because the more he games, the more I can read in quiet.
Peace.
Peace and quiet. I mean, the game sounds don't bother me. If he has the sound on with the game, that's fine. It's just when there's like music or talking or something. But yeah, I'm going to just try and crack on with this. But it'd be amazing to get this done tonight. I'm really thinking what I should read next. I had an urge. This is really random. This is what happens sometimes because I'm a mood reader. I think I've got 4 library books, or 3. Might be 3 or 4 left, so I should really read those. Even though I've renewed them till like August, but still I should get them done. But I've got a weird urge to start a trilogy over there by Marie Lu. I've had it so long, and I vowed that I wanted to read it this year, and I'm like, But then that's going to be a lot of, like, I mean, they're only small. Let me have a look. Hold on. They're right at the front somewhere. Where are they? Oh, here they are. So you've got The Young Elites, Midnight Star and Rose Society. I don't know why, I just really fancied them. I was sitting there having my lunch before, and I was like, I just really fancy them. I don't know why. I haven't read a series for so long, like one after another. And I love Marie Lu books, and I haven't read her for ages, so I don't know why or how.
Or when.
And I know I should be reading other books first, but I just, I feel drawn to them. I mean, I don't have to read all at once. I might just read, but normally with a series, I want to know what happens next. But I might start the first book and think, I don't really like this. And then I can just pop them on eBay. They're all there in a trilogy. So I think that's the plan. That's what I'm drawn to. It's kind of like, what's the word? dystopian
Dystopian.
fantasy, and I don't really know. There is something it's based on. It's a retelling, reimagining of something. I can't remember what it was, no. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Something different. Anyway, so I'll let you know when I... so the next bit of this video will be the last bit of the video, and I'll just update you how far I got on this one, okay? And I hope you've enjoyed watching the weekend reading vlog. So yeah, let me know what you're reading as well. I really want to know what you're reading, if you're enjoying it or not. And do you prefer to read standalones or series? Let me know that in the comments as well. Right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay everyone, so it's the end of the vlog. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you enjoyed spending the weekend with me in a kind of bookish reading way. I know I do, you know, spend the day with me vlogs and weekend vlogs, but sometimes I just like talking about books in a weekend vlog. Do you know what I mean? Just like have a reading themed one. Anyway, so update. We've got 2 updates. One health update, one book update. He's got the COVID as well. So not only does my mum have COVID, Nathan's got it as well. Which is really weird because he has not been anywhere near her. I don't know. I mean, obviously we're in the same house.
The first day she had it.
Yeah, the first day she had it, that we tested and she was positive, she'd been out because she was feeling not as bad as she obviously started to feel. And she went out. And then when she come back, she said, oh, I just want to sit on the sofa just for 5 minutes, rest up. Okay. And she ended up staying down here for like an hour. And we kept looking over like, go away from us. Not in a horrible way, just because we don't want to catch it. And she'd pulled her mask down under her chin. She'd been coughing into the air. And we were just getting more like irritated by the second. Anyway, eventually she did go upstairs. But that is the only time Nathan had been near her. So yeah, I don't know. I've just done a test. I'm still negative. I don't know how. Like, it's a miracle. I'm the most sickly person ever. And I feel groggy. Nathan's got the sniffles and, like, runny nose. So, yeah. 2 of them.
So feel sorry for me, everyone.
Feel sorry for Nathan. And for Mummy. But, yeah. You've been so good. Like, you clean your hands all the time. We've been spraying stuff with antibac. Kept away from her, really. It's just weird. Anyway.
Now I've caught it from both you and your mum.
Yeah, so I give it to him back in March for his birthday. He always has to rub that in for my birthday.
Yeah.
I ruined his birthday. And now you've got it again.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how long the antibodies stay. I thought once you have it, you couldn't get it for so long.
Well, clearly.
But it proves that you can.
Because I had it in March.
Yeah. My mate's boyfriend, his mum, as I think she said, she's had it like 3 or 4 times now. It's just mad, isn't it? But yeah, it's so bizarre because I've got the sore throat and my chest hurts and stuff, but it's coming up negative. And Nathan's done my test all this time, so he knows what he's doing. I mean, it comes up with a C line and then nothing.
Probably
Weird.
hay fever.
Yeah, so mine's probably hay fever, but I've got to be really careful now. So we can't kiss. We have to cuddle from behind. It's going to be weird.
You can't ask me to get your stuff anymore.
Oh no, you can still do me favours. No.
I won't be making you any more teas.
Oh God, you made me tea last night. Oh. We've been in the same bed, like, I don't know. Anyway, so that's that update. And the other update is, and by the way, if anyone wants to spoil him and treat him, he's got some...
Bits on.
It's got some items on my phone wish list. So if anyone wants to, you know, feel sorry for him, he's got some on there as well. And a quick update of the book. I'm on page 67 now. So it would have been more, but as I say, we've been doing all the tests and Mum's dinner and everything. But and we also watched something. I spoke to my dad. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the books. Very good. And there's just been a new person introduced, a new character who is a fellow psychic. He seems too good to be true. I'm not trusting him. So, yeah, it's good. I'm really enjoying it. So, in the next video, I will obviously...
I'm going to predict he's the one that made the girl go missing.
That's what I think. I think they're saying... I mean, he's coming across really nice and he's become like instant
And I think
friendly with the other psychic.
I think he'll pretend he's talking to the girl from the other side, the one
Yeah.
that went missing.
Missing, yeah.
Or dead, or whatever happened to her. But the only reason he knows so much about it is because he's the one that done it.
But he's the psychic because he knew about the other psychic. He knew things about her.
Yeah, but she's also on YouTube.
But she's a YouTuber. He could have researched her and found out that her mum died when she was young and stuff. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Two psychics. So I predicted he was going to be the baddie because it said something at the back of the book about a serial killer, wasn't it? Because it says the dead who need our help and the living we should fear. Yeah, I think you could be right. But, you know, if you're looking for a deep horror, it's not the book for you. You just want a kind of a light, creepy horror.
Like Goosebumps.
Yeah, goosebump, point horror, Fear Street, that kind of vibe, then I recommend it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please click like, comment, share, subscribe. I've said all that before. Check out Minxlaw123 ASMR. Links down below. Goodreads, if you're a fellow bookworm, come and follow me on there. And TikTok and Throne wishlist, which I have stuff on and you have stuff on. So I took my nail polish off. This is the colour that I'll be putting on, but I can't be bothered to do it tonight. But this is going to be the next colour. It's called, I can't even read that, and I've got my glasses on. What's that called? Something with Glaston. I can't read that. It's so tiny. Can you read that? Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury. Oh, and it's part of the Reet Roarer range. I can't stand Reet Roarer, but this is a nice colour. So anyway, thank you for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. And let's get you better.